Hello, welcome to Golden Mythos. Today I want to tell you a story of loneliness, pride, and the search for home. Now, imagine a ship so cursed that it can never reach land. A ship condemned to wander the seas for all of eternity. Its sails are battered by endless storms, its crew lost to time, and its captain forever searching for a shore that he can never reach. For centuries, sailors have reported seeing its ghostly silhouette emerging from the fog, illuminated by flashes of lightning before disappearing once more into the mist. This is the legend of the Flying Dutchman. But beneath the ghost story lies something far more human, because this is a story about pride, about loneliness, and about what happens when we lose our way. The tale begins in the 17th century. A Dutch captain, often called Van der Decken, was attempting to round the Cape of Good Hope, one of the most treacherous passages in the world. As his ship approached the cape, a violent storm arose. Towering waves crashed against the hull. The wind screamed through the rigging. The sea seemed determined to drag the vessel into its depths. The crew begged their captain to turn back, to wait, to seek safer waters. But Van der Decken refused. Consumed by pride and determination, and what we would call hubris, he swore that he would round the cape no matter the cost. Some versions of the legend say he cursed God. Others say that he challenged fate itself. Still, others claim that he declared that he would continue sailing even if it took him until the day of judgment. And so, the curse was born. For defying powers greater than himself, the captain and his ship were condemned. Condemned to never reach the harbor, to complete their journey, to never find rest, and to be forever sailing, to be forever searching, and forever lost. It is a haunting image, I would say. A ship adrift upon an endless sea, no destination, no arrival, no home. Yet perhaps what makes this legend endure is not the ghost ship itself. It is the feeling hidden within it. Because many of us know what it means to wander, not across oceans, but through life. When we view this through a psychological lens, the sea often symbolizes the unconscious, the vast and mysterious depths of the human psyche, the forgotten memories, the hidden fears, the untapped potential. Now, if the sea represents the unconscious, then the ship becomes the ego, the part of us that attempts to navigate life's uncertainties. And the captain, well, the captain is the unconscious will, the part of us that insists on being in control, that part that says, I know the way, I can handle this alone, I will not change the course. The tragedy of the Flying Dutchman is not that he encounters a storm. Storms are inevitable. Every life contains loss, there's disappointment, we have heartbreaks and confusion. The tragedy is that he refuses to listen, to adapt, to surrender to realities greater than himself. And so, he becomes trapped, not by the sea, but by his own pride. Carl Jung warned of what happens when the ego becomes inflated, when we become convinced that our will alone is enough, about what happens when we lose contact with the deeper wisdom that exists beneath the surface of consciousness. The result is not freedom. The result is alienation. We become separated from something essential within ourselves. And perhaps that is why the Flying Dutchman feels so lonely. Not because he is alone, but because he is disconnected. The ghost ship occasionally crosses paths with others. It is seen, it is witnessed, yet it never truly arises anywhere. It belongs nowhere, and loneliness often feels the same. Loneliness is not merely the absence of people. Sometimes it is the absence of connection. Carl Jung stated, loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself. In many ways, the Flying Dutchman is a modern myth. Today, countless people drift through life in much the same way. We move constantly, we work, we scroll, we chase goals, we pursue success, fill every empty moment with activity. Yet, beneath all the motions, something just remains restless. We feel as though we are always moving, but never fully arriving. Always searching, but never finding. Always sailing, but never reaching shore. Perhaps that is the deeper curse of the Flying Dutchman. Not eternal wandering across the ocean, but movement without meaning. A life spent chasing horizons while never asking where one is truly headed. A refusal to pause long enough to listen, to reflect, to change course when necessary. Yet, every myth carries a lesson. And the lesson of the Flying Dutchman may be this: not every storm is meant to be conquered. Some storms arrive to humble us. Some arrive to teach us. Some arrive to reveal the path that we are on and show us that it's no longer the one that we are meant to follow. And sometimes, wisdom is found not in pressing forward at all costs, but in having the courage to turn toward a different shore. The deepest loneliness is not being separated from other people. It is being separated from oneself, from meaning, from the things that make life feel alive, separated from the quiet voice within that knows what truly matters. Maybe this is why the legend continues to haunt us. Because somewhere within, there is a wonder sailor, a part of us that longs for home, a part that scans the horizon searching for something that it cannot quite name, a part that fears it may spend its life adrift. Yet the story leaves us with a question worth carrying long after the tale has ended. What harbor are you refusing to enter? And what storm are you still trying to conquer? Because perhaps the way home was never through the storm. Perhaps it begins the moment we stop fighting the sea and finally listen to where it is trying to take us. Until next time, y'all, keep searching, keep wondering, and remember, the myths that we inherit often reveal the truths that we carry within. Until next time.